Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I don't know what it is at the moment. Is it afternoon or evening? It's 4:58, which normally would be afternoon, but it's a Friday, which sort of makes it evening because everyone switches off at about 3 and starts drinking, don't they? Anyway, I haven't yet. Anyway, who the hell are you? Hang on, that's rude. I'll introduce myself first. Rob Wheatley, Rob O'Land's Vids, here at Disgracelands. How you all doing? There he is. Oh, I've done the noise already. I promised I wouldn't be doing that. I've done it already. I'm about 2 seconds into this damn video and I've started doing the noise. Punishment for that, I'll have to play something. Hang on. Won't make sense unless you take the audio off this video, separate it completely, sync it exactly right into the actual last video I did of the funky sort of rhythm thing, and then probably time stretch it, retune it, and roll it into a ball and throw it over your shoulder. Once you've done that, you've probably wasted about an hour of your life. So don't do that. I wouldn't recommend it. Here's something much more practical. There you go. Happy weekend to you all. Oh God, stop it! You know, I don't normally do that sound in real life. It's only when I'm talking to you people, so thank you for that. You fooled there. Anyway, what a week this has been. The reason I keep doing that and looking like that is because there's a bit of my phone case overhanging the top of my phone, and it's sort of getting in the way from me. It's blocking my head out. I know my head's not blocked out because I can hear it. Anyway. Been a one really cool week here. Had Matt Preston out of YouTube, out of the Matt Preston channel on YouTube, come over here for a visit on Wednesday, and we had a whole day playing and talking guitars and messing about and drinking beer, and it was great fun. Really cool. He bought his guitar, the Hellhound, over here, his cigar box guitar he's made. If you haven't seen that, check out his videos on that. If you're into your slide guitar and your filthy sort of really what we call authentic old blues sounds, yeah, it's good stuff. He bought that and a pig nose amp, which is just an amazing combo with that little Hellhound guitar. They seem like they're made for each other, so that was hilarious. Excuse me. And then we got on a hangout on which here was about 1 AM, which was Lance Moss and Friends TV, Lance Moss TV show and Friends. Lance Moss, anyway, one of the hangouts we do. I tend to do those most every other week or something, but they're hilarious. And it was, if you fancy a really good laugh, go and watch it. If you're offended by bad language, just walk in the other direction, because it won't be for you. But if you're a big fan of bad language, like myself, then it was just a scream. They were just sitting there insulting each other, drinking beer, and it was hilarious. I don't think you had to be there because I've watched some of it back and I laughed at, you know, maybe it was because I was there in the first place. There's a bit of a dilemma, is it? Schrodinger's video. Would I have enjoyed the video if I'd never... What? Hang on. What else happened? Had some really good lessons. Had a couple of really good lessons. I was doing a sort of funky, slappy, rhythmic thing yesterday. This sort of 16 beat. Oh God. And I managed to take a load of skin off my thumb after saying, you know, and I'd already done backsmith fingers and other fingers in from doing other things on guitars this week. So my right hand's hadn't it's going to play guitar today, it's going to use one of these, I think, or nothing. So, I feel like... And then Monday I had a lesson where I was doing stuff on a flat pick, and I never really use a flat pick, and I don't often use one this size either. I tend to use one of these big, doity great, sort of, you know, bass picks or whatever you want to call them, but because they got 3 corners and I tend to hold them funny. And this was the thing, it was a sort of relatively brand new student, and I wanted to do some stuff on flat picks, and I wanted to make sure that I taught them the best way to hold a flat pick. And I looked at loads and loads of videos on how to hold a flat pick, and every single one of them pretty much says do it the same way, which was a different way from what I've always done it. And I think it was Justin's guitar. Justin's guitar. I was watching one of his. I actually went and watched a couple of videos. Mark, the guitar guy, another guy, started watching his videos. Really, really cool stuff. But Justin's guitar basically said if you do it that way, and you got your pointy in one finger. He said basically, one finger and your pick basically is how you do it. And he basically went on to say that if you use 2 fingers, some people, he said, there's very few, maybe, half a dozen people in the world I've ever seen that do it this way, and basically they're freaks of nature. When you hold, that's how I normally hold a pick, is with 2 fingers and one at the back, and it gives me that ability to do that. Which I suppose it does if you've got that, but not really. But that's how I've always held it. But he basically said that people like that were freaks. So I thought I'd probably better not teach my student how to hold a pick that way. So I held it the proper way throughout the lesson, and I actually found something quite interesting, that the way I've always been holding a pick is a bit of a tone destroyer. It's a bit of a tone destroyer, I'll say that. I'll react again. Obviously when you're holding it that way or that way, you've got your thumb against, you've got the pick against there, and basically it's right next to a sodding great bone, which then goes all the way up here, back into the floor, and the whole place resonates. I'm holding it like that, which is just really fleshy, probably the fleshiest parts of the fingers. I know not my fingers are not particularly fleshy, but And so even though I get a much sort of lighter, I was quite surprised. I was quite surprised in the difference. We'll see if we can pick it up. Whether this camera will pick it up or not, and whether I can. But this is the way I normally hold it. And this is the proper way. And the old way. Hear it the other day, unless I've just adapted and just done something like that, but yeah, that was quite weird. So my hands have been this hand's been pretty punished this week, because I was playing pick stuff and doing that for 4, 5, 6 hours on Monday, and then say Thursday I then ripped this hand to shreds by doing that stupid funky rhythm, and then before that I've been doing fingerstyle stuff. I've been playing this thing for about a couple of hours beforehand, which is a sort of... that sort of thing. I've given myself a blister underneath that finger as well, so I'm doing really, really well. So here's a top tip for you kids: don't play guitar, get a trumpet. Fart of the bumblebee, eh? Anyway, you see the problem with this is, oh there we go, look. I've been talking for 9.5 minutes, I haven't said anything yet. But what a week, been playing loads of different styles. So when Matt come round, we were doing playing some sort of blues stuff and things like that, and I was playing quite a lot of rhythm stuff and just really sort of stomping things out. If you watched that, my guitar mojo was out the window that day. I don't know what the hell was going on, but my fingers weren't talking to each other. And but it was a hell of a lot of laughs, great fun, and I really need sleep because I'm 50 years old, and if I have one late night in a week, it absolutely destroys me these days. And I had one late night in the week, and 2 days later I'm still absolutely destroyed. So my plan today, I've had a day off, and my plan is, this is beer number 1, starting late, and I'm going to empty this and the next 3 out of the fridge over the next hour or 2, and then I'm going to go to sleep. And when I wake up, I'll probably be slightly less knackered than I am at the moment. But until then, have a great weekend, y'all. I'll be doing some more videos. I've got other stuff I've got to do at the moment. I've still got to do my synth challenge. I've still got to do the Halloween challenge. I'm working on them. I'm still working on other things, other projects with other things. Take it easy. Have a good weekend. Be good. I can't move my face. I don't know why I did that. That was a stupid thing to do. Now I've either got to edit it or leave it on there and look like an absolute tool. No competition. Catch you later.